Ski holidays in France are a thing of the past. French ski resorts have lost their battle for survival when boycotted by tourists. France's winter sports tourism industry, worth more than €70 billion a year, has become a thing of the past after a series of misguided government shutdown policies. French resorts were dealt a fatal blow in mid-December 2021 when all non-essential travel from the UK was banned following the personal hate of President Macron. The restrictions were implemented as a political move regarding disputes between Britain and France over fishing and migration. Whatever the reason, however, the restrictions have killed off French ski resorts. Tourists have chosen an alternative place to rest for the holidays. Portes du Soleil is one of the two largest ski resorts in the world, including 13 resorts in France. One resort business owner described changing the restrictions for the second consecutive season as major damage. It has forced resorts to close or even go bankrupt. The recent travel ban makes the government look flashy, but it does serious economic damage. Many British travellers have chosen to go to Switzerland when there is a difference in travel restrictions. In November 2020, France closed lifts at all 250 ski resorts for the season, while in Switzerland it remained open. And although the French government has already paid compensation to hoteliers, ski operators, restaurants and retailers, the impact of the closures has been dire. Instead of making more than 55% of pre-COVID earnings like Switzerland, the French ski resorts are slowly being forgotten. The government introduces restrictions at the busiest times of the season. How can the French recover when they are constantly changing the rules? A real estate agent at the Morzine resort explains how many bungalow businesses have gone bankrupt without tourists. She said, more than half of the resort's chalets are expected to be empty for the entire current season. She added, "I don't understand how the authorities want businesses to fail." French ski resorts, many of which rely heavily on British tourists, have lost more than 50% of their visitors over the winter of 2020 to 21. Meanwhile, over the same period, domestic tourism in Swiss ski resorts increased by almost 50%. Nicolas Rubin, the mayor of Châtel, was so angered by the sweeping restrictions on French resorts that he raised the Swiss flag outside town hall for a week in protest against the government. President Macron brought the interests of the people into the political game and received a bitter end when he was boycotted by the British. Obviously, there are a lot of good places in the world, and tourists who spend money will choose a friendly place to go.